welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be doing this warm toasted makeup tutorial slash review on the new Tartelette toasted palette. We are going to be doing a mini tutorial on some of the shades in this palette, and we are going to be swatching the palette as well. So I'm super excited to share my thoughts and also this little creation that I got going on with this palette with you guys. Now this palette does not come out until October 15th, so make sure you're marking your calendars if you have been wanting to get your hands on this bad boy. So I do know it is going to come out on the 15th. I don't know what time they're going to be launching it, but I do know it's going to be on October 15th on the Tarte website. Ulta I do believe, Sephora I do believe. I just know for sure on the Tarte website on the 15th, so mark your calendars. But yeah, in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you how I created this warm, toasted look using this palette. And I'm also gonna be showing you guys a few swatches of all of the shades in this palette. Now, I do believe it's going to be for $46, just like the other two Tartelette palettes. I do believe. I'm not too sure, but I'm almost sure that it is going to be $46 just like the other two Tartelette palettes. Now I have the Tartelette palette and I also have the Tartelette in Bloom, so I'm excited to have this one in the collection as well. So thank you so much Tarte for sending this palette over. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. You guys know I am a huge fan of Tarte Cosmetics, so I was ecstatic when this came in the mail, and you guys already know that I love my warm tone palette. So this is definitely right up my alley. The colors in this palette are so gorgeous. I love the selection that they put in this palette. It was just on point. Like, this is my palette, you guys. Like, this is my holy grail type of palette. Got my warm tones, got my metallics. This palette holds more warm shades than it does the lighter shades, which I am all about. I know sometimes when palettes come out, they have more of the lighter shades in the palette, which I don't really dip into. But this one has quite a few warm tone shadows that I could actually use on an everyday basis if I wanted to, or that I can actually dip into, because some of the palettes, like I said, have more lighter shades than they do the darker shades, and I barely touch the lighter shades. So inside this palette you are getting 12 different eyeshadows, you're getting some mattes, and you're also getting some metallics, and you also have one shade in here that I'm kind of iffy about. Now the color is absolutely gorgeous. I do love it. This is in the shade Crackle. I love that color. It's very tricky to work with because you have some glitter in it, and that glitter does fall out, which you guys will see when I'm doing this look. I don't know if you guys will see the glitter actually falling out, but I will show kind of, I don't know, you might see it, you might not. I definitely didn't see it on the viewfinder when I was doing my makeup, but once I start editing the video, I may see it a little better on my computer, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that glitter, it is going to fall out, so I would highly suggest, if you're going to use that color right there, use it on your lid and use it like with a flat brush, so you can pack on that color, so that, you know, so that glitter, so you can pack on that color so that glitter won't fall out anywhere. And just make sure you're using like a base up under the eyeshadow so it can stick. So other than that, the colors are absolutely stunning. The formula is very similar to the other two Tartelette palettes. So I feel like this palette is pretty much the same as the other two. It's just the colors are different, obviously. But other than that, I love the palette so far. So I want to show you guys how I created this look. It's very simple, and I was kind of winging it. I did not even know what I was going for. I never know what I'm going for when I'm doing a makeup tutorial, but I'm very impressed with how this look came out. But let's start off with, I guess, the packaging. I've already opened it up, and y'all already saw the freaking colors in it. As you can see, I've already dipped into it already because I've already done my tutorial. But let's talk about the packaging. I love the packaging. It looks like fire on the background. And it's very similar to the other Tartelette palettes as well. It's actually the same. Like, it's actually the same as the other Tartelette palettes. So the only thing different is, of course, the front. The other ones have that purple, like the pinky purple rosy look. I know the very first Tartelette palette, it was just all purple, and then the Tartelette in Bloom, it had kind of like, I don't know, it had like a purple pink kind of print on the front. and this one has the fire in the background, so it's very, very fall appropriate. It's like the perfect fall palette, and I am already obsessed with it because y'all know I love my warm tone shadows. So I'm impressed with this palette already, and we're not even done with this video. But yeah, so the box that the palette comes in is very similar to the actual palette itself. Has that same fire on the front and all that good stuff. So I don't want to ramble on too much. I want to show you guys how I created this look. It's very simple, it's very easy, it's very quick. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I created this look, and then after that we're going to go into the swatches. So let's go ahead and jump into the mini tutorial. So I'm going to start off with the transition shade, and I think I want to use the shade Cashmere, and it's the very last one in this row. This shade right here. It may be too light to be a transition color, but I'm just gonna try it out because I want to start off light and then kind of work my way to the darkest shade in the palette. So we're gonna start off with that one. I'm using my Sigma E40. You guys know I love this brush. I swear by it. It is my favorite blending brush of all time. And I'm just gonna tap a little bit of it in the crease. So I'm not really seeing anything come off on the eyes, so that color is a little too light to be a transition shade, but I'm gonna do that same thing over on the other eye just so we won't have two different things going on two different eyes. We're going to take the shade that's next to Cashmere, which is in the shade Warmth, and this is more warm, so I feel like this will be a better transition shade on me. We're gonna try that out in the crease, and yeah, that is way better. Now I want to go a little bit darker, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Cozy, and Cozy is the very last shade on this same row that I've been working on. We're gonna pick that shade up and do the same thing in the crease, just darken it up. Alright, I kind of want to play with this shade that has the gold glitter in it, and it's in the shade Crackle. So this shade right here, kind of want to see how this works on the eyes, and I'm gonna put this on the outer part of my crease, and I definitely see some glitter. The glitter's kind of falling out, but oh yeah, the glitter's going a little, it's going everywhere. But I just want to focus this on the outer part and drag it up a little bit. I'm not really liking how they put the glitter in this shade because that glitter is falling out everywhere, but it's still a pretty, like a dark chocolate color. I think this is one of those that you would probably have to use like a glitter glue with if you want to use it like all over the lid. It's definitely not showing up any glitter once I blended it out. Like that glitter literally went on my face, but the color itself is really pretty. Now what I want to do is take a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and put just a little bit on my lid, just only like on the inner corners of the lid, because I kind of want to experiment with something and see how it's going to look with just a little bit right here, and then go over it with the eyeshadow, and then on the inner, not the inner, but the center of my lids, I kind of want to see, I don't know, I have an idea in mind. I want to see if it comes to life. So we're gonna play around with this and see how this works. I'm gonna take my Sigma concealer brush and put like a very little amount on there, and just put a little bit on the inner corner and kind of work it up. Going back into that palette with that same brush, I went ahead and wiped that concealer off of the brush. I'm gonna pick up this shade. What do I want to pick up? I'm gonna pick up the shade Simmer, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold. Pick a little bit of that up on that brush and just pack it wherever I put my concealer. Y'all, this is gorgeous. Oh my god, that is so pretty. Okay, so I really like how that turned out. Now I want to take a darker metallic, and I'm going to take the shade Flame, so this one right here, and go on the center of my lid right there and kind of blend everything out to see how it looks. All right, so going into the shade Flame, I feel like this is probably going to be my favorite color in this palette. It is so bright. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm just going to focus it in the center of the lid and kind of blend it into Simmer, just so they can go together. Whoa! I love it. I love how this is turning out. Now I want to go ahead and darken up the outer corner of my eyes just so it can kind of go into like a smoky look. And I'm going to take the Sigma E35. This is very similar to the E40, but it's a little bit smaller. I'm actually going to take Fireside. I'm not going to go back into that darker shade that I used earlier because that glitter was kind of flying everywhere, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to take the shade Fireside, which is a really dark plum, and just smoke out the eye. Just smoke everything out. Oh, I love how this is coming out, y'all. Yes. Oh, yes. All right, so I think I am done with the eyeshadow part. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a little eyeliner on, mascara, my lashes, and also for the bottom lash line, I'm actually going to smoke it out. I'm going to use that same shade that we just got done using. So I'm going to use Fireside, and I'm actually going to mix it in with Cozy. So these two shades right here, I'm just going to use these two and smoke it out on the bottom lash line. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish up with my eyeliner, my mascara, and my false lashes. Also smoke out the bottom lash line, and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the completed look after I added my lashes, my eyeliner, and all of that good stuff. And for those of you who are wondering, I am wearing the Kylie Cosmetics True Brown K liquid lipstick. I lined my lips with the liner, and I also coated my lips with the liquid lipstick. So love how this brown looks with this eye combination. It looks really good, really fall-like, really toasted-like. So I'm really impressed with how this look came out. Very impressed with the shadows. Now these shadows are very similar to the other Tartelette palettes. I don't see any difference in the formula or anything like that. It's just different colors. But as far as the formula, it definitely did not seem different. The shadows went on very, very nicely. As you can see, they are very pigmented. The only shade in this palette that I am not really impressed with is Crackle. Now Crackle is this dark chocolate with a little bit of gold glitter in it. I noticed when I was applying that on the outer V of my eye, the glitter was going everywhere. It was falling out on my cheekbone, and you cannot see any of the glitter on the eyelid at all. So that's the only shade in this palette that I don't really care for. Now the color is absolutely stunning. It's just, I don't know, that glitter, I feel like this is that shadow that you need to use if you're going to use like a glitter glue on your eyelid and you just want to pack that on. I definitely would not use that color to blend out the crease or anything like that. Use it with like a concealer brush and just pack that color on just so you won't lose any of that gold glitter. But other than that, the color is absolutely gorgeous, and I love all of the colors in this palette. It's like the perfect warm tone palette. You guys know I love my warm tone palettes, and this is the perfect warm tone palette. Perfect palette to go to for an everyday look, a very nice subtle look, and also if you want that more dramatic look, you can definitely achieve it with this palette as well. So I'm very impressed with it. Alright, so I think that is everything I have to say about that. Now let's go ahead and jump into the swatches, because I'm pretty sure you guys are wanting to see how these shades swatch on me, how they look on me, on my skin tone, and all that good stuff. Because you did already see how they performed on the eyes, but you did not see every single color and what they look like on me. So let's go ahead and jump into the swatches, and we will be right back. Okay, starting from left to right, the first shade we have S'more, which is a matte. The next one is in the shade Sunrise, which is kind of like a semi-matte slash sheen. The next one is Sunset, which is a metallic. And then we have Crackle, which is that dark chocolate color with the gold glitter.
Next we have the shade Cashmere, which is a matte. The next one is in the shade Warmth, which is also a matte. Then we have Flame, which is a metallic. And then the other one in that row is called Cozy, which is also a matte. In the very last row, we have the shade Candle, which is a metallic. We have Latte, which is a matte. Simmer, which is a metallic. And then we have Fireside, which is also a matte.
Alright guys, so those were all of the swatches. Now I am very impressed with the swatches. I did not expect anything less from these shadows because, like I said, they are very similar, pretty much the same as the other shadows in the Tartelette palette and also the Tartelette in Bloom. It's just the colors in this palette are more warm tone, more fall, and they're just more cozy. So I'm very impressed with the colors that they chose for this palette. The only shade in this palette that you are gonna have to work with is the shade Crackle, and this is the dark brown chocolatey shade. It has like gold glitter in it, so if you're gonna use that color, I highly suggest using it for a lid color, like use like a glitter glue or a primer under it, just so that glitter can stick so it won't go flying everywhere. But if you're gonna use it in the crease, I would not even use it in the crease, because that glitter is gonna go everywhere. It is gonna fall on your face, kind of like it did when I was doing it on the outer corner of my eye. Honestly, I don't even see any of that gold glitter on the eyes, so I would definitely use that color with like a glitter glue under it, or just a good eyeshadow base that's gonna make it stick. But other than that, I am very impressed with this palette. I love the colors that they chose, and I just love the theme of this palette. It's very fall. It's perfect for, you know, everyday looks, and I just love a warm tone neutral palette. So yeah, I definitely give this palette a 2 thumbs up. I am very impressed. I'm not disappointed, and I just love the colors that they included in this palette. So freaking pretty and so up my alley. Love, love, love. You guys know I lean more towards like the warm tone neutral looks, and I definitely will be getting a lot of use out of this palette. I feel like I will get more use out of this one than the other two that I have, because I don't know, it's just these warm shades, like the warm tones. I get more use out of these type of colors than I do like purples, golds, mauves. Like the orange and the browns, I get so much more use out of those colors. So I definitely will be dipping into this palette more than I will the other two. Don't get me wrong, the other two palettes are just as good. I just feel like I'm going to be getting more use out of the Toasted palette than I am my other two palettes. Let me know if you guys want to see like a battle of the Tartelette palettes. I would love to do a video like that. My friend Melissa actually gave me that idea to do a video kind of similar to that. So since I already have the other two Tartelette palettes, let me know if you guys want to see like a battle of the Tartelette palettes, seeing which one works better, or I don't even know how I would construct that video. I don't know. I don't even know. I probably have to put a little thought into that, but let me know if you want to see something similar to that, and I would definitely try to work on that and get one up for you guys. So yeah, I think that is everything I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you thumbs it up if you did. If you're interested in getting this palette, make sure you mark your calendars, because it's going to come out on October 15th. I don't know what time they are going to launch it, but I do know it's going to be out on October 15th. So mark your calendars if you're wanting to get your hands on this bad boy. So yeah, I think that is everything I have for this video. Again, like I said, thumbs it up if you loved it, and also if you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, you guys, so you'll never miss out on any of my videos. Just make sure you subscribe, and yeah, I think that is everything I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.